All right, 6:45, welcome in, March 12th. Here's the latest COVID numbers, pretty much the last year, or sorry, last month. As you can see, it kind of much looks like a wave as we have small little clusters that pop up here and there. But again, continue all of our best practices. We're doing an excellent job with the communication. Again, health and safety is here to help you with any COVID concerns, needs, anything in your household. Just give us a call and we will help you through that. Latest on the vaccine rollout, they did move up to 16 plus with underlying health conditions. So and everyone wants to see that, here's kind of the list here. Type 1, type 2 diabetes is on that list. Any underlying heart disease or current cancer, severe obesity, pregnancy, all that stuff. So if you have any family member that has any questions, this website at Vermont Health is really great with the vaccine. So some good news coming, and hopefully this continues to ramp up more and more, and hopefully some of these restrictions can really start getting lifted. Moving on to this week's code of conduct is to strive for restraint, discretion, and integrity. A very important code item for us. So let's pause, think, and really make our words mean what we believe out there. Health and safety news, 99 days without a recordable injury. So today would be day 100. So a milestone for us would be to really focus in today at our site hazards today. Let's control them, let's communicate, let's put up proper controls so we can go home safe and sound at the end of today. This week we wanted to highlight spill prevention and response. So to really kind of hone in on this, I kind of took two of our major chemicals that we have on our job sites, is that hydraulic fuel and our gas and diesel products. So with hydraulic, Larry has majority moved us all into the Sunoco 632 hydraulic oil. If you want to do any more research on that, it's available on the teams, foreman, and supers in the files tab, and then you'll see SDS, hit that, and then you can kind of search for it. So it's digital, and we also have hard copies in most of the foreman's job trailers or pickup trucks, but also you can contact health and safety and we can print out these SDS as well. And the same thing with gas and diesel, we get the global diesel and the global gasoline all located digital or hard copy of your choosing. So it's very important to actually, look at these SDSs from time to time. Again, spill prevention is section 6 of all the SDS. If you go to section 6, you'll find some good tips and tricks. I'm going to highlight a lot of those here in the next slide, but I just wanted a good reminder on SDS sheets. So regarding spill prevention's best practices, we want to work in an environmental conscientious manner. Remember, it always kind of goes back to the code. So we really want to make sure that we're doing our part to making sure we're keeping Vermont as clean and as safe as possible. Always be prepared. Have spill kits readily available. They are located in the tool crib. And again, if you have a large site with a lot of equipment, make sure you have more than 1 or 2 spill kits. Really try to see what you have for potential there, and that we have enough on site so we can contain it as we need. Daily inspections of equipment is very important as well, to continue those daily inspections, because some of these small leaks could be noticed ahead of time with wear and tear on hoses, or you might see some pooling of any liquids ahead of time. And if you can catch it, you might be able to prevent a large spill down the road. So continue with those daily inspections. When filling up, don't trust the automatic shutoffs. Keep your posts while fueling equipment. When we're distracted and or multitasking will lead to costly spills to the company and the environment. We've had a couple pretty large spills over the last couple of years because we're trusting the automatic shutoff. So really wanted to highlight this one. It's very important when we're fueling up that we're really focused on that task. It's a very important task, and we want to make sure that we're not putting off-road diesel or a lot of gasoline on the ground, because it's very not good for the environment. Now, best practices in our spill response, something that we've done very well in the past, so I just want to kind of highlight it. Again, once a release is there, try to de-energize the equipment or the pump system to stop or slow the spill. Never search for leaks with your hands. That was something in the operator's manual. Again, with high pressure hydraulic lines, there's a way that hydraulic oil can get injected into your bloodstream and is very dangerous. Gangrene can occur within hours if that has happened. So you need to seek medical attention right away. So always try to don't put your hands there, use cardboard or some other type of plastic object or construction material to try to locate, if you ever do try to locate a small pinhole leak in a hydraulic line. Make sure we round up our spill kits. With large spills, we can use soil to kind of dam or isolate it. Again, we want to try to maintain and protect any water source, so catch basins, river banks, anything like that. We want to try to quickly get there so we can keep the spill contained so we can clean it up properly. Once the site is safe, notify the project team, notify Larry if you have any mechanic needs, and then health and safety is here for your assistance on waste management and reporting. So let us know. Again, we kind of could be down the line a little bit with calls once you have it contained and you need help getting it off site. And the reporting part, we're here for that help. And then for spills more than 2 gallons, we want to keep all the waste in the drums on site because we'll work with NRC. We'll set up a site ID number for that site and we'll schedule a pickup. And they'll pick it right up site. We don't want to have that waste come back to ECI for our quantity purposes of being a small generator with the state. With that said, that's all I have on this topic. If there's any further questions, we can talk offline. I will now pass it over to Ken for the rest of our presentation.
Okay, Matt, thanks. You were a little chopped up. I don't know if it was my end or your end, but hopefully my presentation is smooth out there. And if it's not, just give me a wave, somebody, and we'll transfer it back.
You're good now, Ken. It was just a couple people we need to have them mute.
Okay.
He was getting stepped on a little bit. Yeah.
All right. So I'm showing my screen, right?
Yes, you are.
And I'll pull up the email. There we go. See that? Oops. I never updated the, boy, I thought I did I know I did, I guess, on the safety focus of the week. It didn't show up for some reason. Everything else looks like it's good though. So the spring ahead is the main announcement this week. So set your clocks ahead 1 hour Saturday night and be confused all day Sunday is my commentary on that. So I know I will be. Fleet insurance certificates from last week here are in, so check with Scott Burns of the shops, and new certificates are required in all registered vehicles. And also as another last week kind of follow-up note, all of ECI's mobile hotspots, those are Verizon wireless units, were shut off to reestablish the accounts. So let Brendan Stringer know if you have a hotspot that needs restarting. For weather outlook, we got mud season here, and then it's back for a few more days of colder weather. And also want to make the note here relative to weather conditions is be aware that most local roads are posted right now. So looking ahead here in the next few days, we got today is going to be warm and sunny again. Well, warm 47, mild I should say, 47, and of course more snow melt and more mud season. But look at the temperature just drops for the next several days. So that mud, you might want to smooth it out on your job sites if it's you know, rutted up bad, because once it's turning cold, it's going to be pretty miserable driving over. There's the COVID-19 policies, and now we're up to the project of the week, and I'll turn it over to, or I'll have Matt turn it over to Ben. Ben, you've got good signal and everything there?
Yeah, I think I got my computer working. I had to restart, but I think we're good just in time.
Yep, and you can finish up with the archive project too.
Sounds good.
Okay, all right.
Are you guys looking at the email or looking at my GoToMeeting?
We're looking at GoToTraining with OneDrive isn't signed in page.
How about that?
I usually do the view in browser. See right there at the top there, yep. And then you have a full screen right there at the top of the banner underneath your name. See, it says click here to view in browser, yep. And that brings it up to Microsoft Explorer.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, so today we're gonna look at a job that the track crew did 6 weeks or so ago down at Twin State Sand and Gravel in West Leb. We got a call, an emergency call of sorts from Twin State that they had derailed a salt car right over their unloading pit. A lot of these bulk commodities are unloaded in live bottom rail cars over small bridges, so the commodity can drop down onto a conveyor, in this case salt. And the siding track here spanned the unloading pit on a short direct fixation steel bridge. Years of unloading salt had taken its toll with heavy corrosion on the base of the rail. And when the loaded salt car was pushed over it, the rails simply rolled out, putting the car on the ground. ECI scope was to replace 39 track feet of rail and work with Twin States mechanics to shim new steel stringers to the correct elevation and get the bridge set up and surface both of the approaches for the ballasted track. We used weld-on handrail clips to fasten the rail to the top of the new bridge. Luckily, only one set of wheels on the car derailed and it was easily re-railed. In addition to being a customer, Twin State's also a reliable supplier of ballast and other aggregates. So we have a little map here. So this is our work area at Twin State's West Leb gravel pit, which is different, and that's where their hot mix asphalt plant is too, which is different than their rock quarry, not too far away, but a little bit of a drive on the other side of the Connecticut River in Heartland, Vermont. Also, right in this area is Pike's Quarry, which has a large hot mix asphalt plant, and obviously Carroll Concrete there too. So a lot of aggregate in the upper valley. Not shown here. Further south, just not too far south, is Pike Sand Pit on the Vermont side in Heartland. Here's a closer aerial of the track in the unloading pit. Here's the old bridge. You can see the heavy corrosion. And there's the new bridge with the weld-on clips. So like I said, on bulk unloading, this is a popular way to do it. One bridge that we do a lot of work on every year almost is the McNeil plant trestle for unloading chips. They have a very high, very long steel bridge on a pretty aggressive curve that requires quite a bit of maintenance because of that tight curve geometry. There's a lot of lateral load on the rail, so we're often slowly but surely replacing the old weld-on clips with these Pandrel clips, which are obviously a benefit because there's a little vertical cushion, a little bit like a spring, and then also they're that you can knock these off without grinding any weld off and maintain the rail. So a cool little job that we were able to help them out with.
Right.
From the
They've done it before, you
They
know.
ought to do it. Why the
We got people that are not muted. From the photo archives down at Phoenix Feeds, 2010. Not too long, I would say, after we got the 450, our first crane in modern ECI history. It looks like we're unloading a grain conveyor chaseway. So similar setup there for unloading grain down at Phoenix. in New Haven.
We fabricated that here at the yard too.
Oh, the precast?
Yep.
Cool. Very cool. That's all we got. Have a great week, guys, or a weekend.
Okay, thanks, Ben. See you, everybody. Have a safe weekend and day. Okay.